Good morning,
morning.
Sam. Good to
Good
see
morning.
you. Now, listen, when I spoke to you when you got the England job back in 2016, you told me
Yes.
that there was a problem with, you were certain that the problem with England players was fear. It was the weight of the shirt. Have you seen any of that problem kind of ease up down the years since then?
I don't think this squad have got it, Adrian. I think this squad have shown the determination and the mentality, even when things haven't gone their own way. I think that they've always managed to somehow hang in there, and then when needing a response, find the response that they've needed to pull off the victory, or obviously get through on penalties. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an England side so confident on penalties when we had that situation. So I'd say this is a different squad. This squad has a different mentality. This squad now has quite a lot of experience and youth linking together to try and win and bring home the trophy for the England fans. And I think that as it's going to be the biggest test, obviously, with Spain. It is the final. And if they can handle the nerves that they've got today, which a lot experienced when they played at Wembley in the final in the last Euros, then why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Yes, we've got difficult opposition, but you can overcome difficult opposition by having the right attitude, having the right mentality. Gareth picking the right team, picking the right system, and of course making the right substitutions at the right time.
And Sam, how do you manage the players on match day? Because there's lots of noise outside. You've got to stop that filtering through, I imagine, but you've also got to keep them focused on the job in hand. That's where the manager comes into his own.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of hours before the game this evening, and of course, I would say quite a lot of players will wake up a lot sooner than they would normally, because it's the day of the final, and it's obviously the build-up is now nearly here. How they get through the day? Well, I mean, that's a determination by Gareth and the staff. Not too much, just enough relaxing, just enough last bit of information, a little bit team meetings here and there, and then the final word before they get off. So that is very, very important. I think fluid nutrition is another big one. It's been a long haul for them, so what they're drinking and what they're eating in the last few days, and particularly today, will be very important on the level of performance that they give.
And Sam, you always said like match days that much. You didn't really enjoy the experience. How difficult is it when you're right in the thick of things in that second half and you've got to make the right substitutions? You've got that one last roll of the dice. What's it like being in that position?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, you want to see what the first 10 minutes is like. So, I mean, prior to that, your nerves are more building up, as are the players. But you're also thinking and talking to your staff about what might happen, what are the scenarios, what might we be going through, what might we need to change. So there's a lot of deliberation about, in my opinion, when I manage, that we try and foresee what the game will bring at certain times of the game and cover all areas, so we're not just caught blind. We're ready to maybe deal with it, So that for me. But as the nerves build up, you've got to show a relative calm way of reacting, a calm way of putting over your point. While your stomach might be turning over inside, you've got to get out there and look the part and give. And your body language is hugely important to the players. I think if you show any slight nervous tension, that can pass over to the players, and that's the last thing you want.
And tell me this, Sam, when you worked at the FA back in 2016, could you have foreseen the generation that was about to enter the fray, and could you have imagined the options that Gareth would have available to him?
I could see quite a few of the generation was going to be a very good one. But I think it's continued on from the last Euros, Adrian. I think you look at this squad compared to the Euro squad in the final last time. There's significant changes in there, and the changes have had a lot of positives as well. So a lot of the players that have been left out, are nowhere near the 30s yet. Like you mean, so I mean, you've got Maguire missing, James missing, Grealish is missing, Rashford is missing. All those people, all those players played a big part in the last years who are no longer there. And this squad, even though we have criticised sometimes the performance, have got us where we want to be, and that's in the final.
And Sam, just quickly, what are you doing for the game tonight? Is it just you, Lynn, a glass of red and a bowl of Doritos?
Just me, not Lynn, just me. Big TV, couple of beers, and no distractions from anybody. There might be a few texts coming and a few WhatsApps along the way from my son, maybe, but other than that, I like to watch it on my own.